here for? Strictly business. Yeah. You want a job or get rich? I'm bossed up. 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 Got boss in my IV, just check my ID, and that's why I be the HNIC. People despise me, my services ain't free. Ain't trying to hear your story, homie. Cop me, no please. In high school, corner, quarterback. Nowadays, corner, quarter sack. Keep that on the low, rappers turning into rats. Fly snitching on they self, DEA ransack.
What's good? What's poppin'? It's your boys. We are back in the building. It's a mother effing football Friday. Yeah, so a lot of stuff in the news again. A lot of stuff in the news. I'm gonna start off the show. This is going to be it's gonna be a little wonky, only because it's really not a football topic, but it's involving a football player and my man Emmanuel Acho. Acho, I got your back, man. I stand with Acho. Okay, that's what I'm going to do today, because he's on the network. He can't say what he really want to say, and then he got Ryan Clark and Joy Taylor and Taylor Rooks and Matt Barnes. They're coming after him. He can't fight back. He can't fight all of them by himself. This is where I come in. And maybe Moolish, depending on where Moolish stands on this. But his comments on Angel Reese were valid, 100%. Moolish doesn't like the courage, cowardly dog stuff. I can second that. Don't, like he said, don't bring courage into this. But what I will do is, Miss Angel Reese, you cannot get in front of a camera and talk about how people don't know you and they treat you a certain way and yada, 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 yada. Unfortunately, the people in the comments that are watching and the people watching on TV, they don't know you as a person. They know you as a basketball player. And if you want to be treated like everybody wants to make the comparisons with the men's game and the women's game, well, with popularity, with success comes scrutiny. Okay? It's just part of the game. I personally beat up on LeBron every single day. LeBron does not go on his social media and cry about how people are treating him. It's not how that works. You can't sit here and say you're going to be unapologetically you, but then get mad when other people are unapologetically them. It's not how that works. That shit's a two-way street. You got to take the good with the bad. All right? You wanted the women's sport to grow as it is currently because of you, because of Caitlin Clark, because of Juju, because I can't remember the little point guard in Notre Dame, but she's dope as hell too.
Miss Hidalgo,
Paige Beckers. Like, there's a lot of great women's basketball players. Okay? And y'all are growing the women's game nicely. But with that will come scrutiny. You have to understand that. It's going to be crazy. It's just the way it is. So, don't be crying in front of cameras, because Caitlin didn't cry last year when talking about you. Don't do it. It is what it is. Take the L and just be like, look, I'll get her back in the WNBA next year. Sit there and look, we won one. I beat her last year, but I beat her for a national championship. She didn't beat me for a national championship. She still got to play 2 more games.
Which she might not make it out of this game today, honestly. But like Mel said, right? I really don't care about all the other extra stuff, because the internet is gonna be the fucking internet, right? Like, motherfuckers is gonna say shit. Motherfuckers is gonna make all of these weird ass videos and put your face everywhere. Like, LeBron's face has been everywhere. Steph's face has been. It done made Steph a baby so many fucking times, and the arms of all these other different NBA players, and put LeBron on somebody's ad. Like, it happens. Okay, that's the thing about being an athlete. That's the thing about being in the spotlight. You're gonna encounter dumbass, stupid people, and that's one thing I've been trying to express to people on social media, or just people in general, that regardless of the fact of how you feel, there's always going to be a dickhead out there, regardless of that. Every time.
You're not gonna.
You can be the perfect fucking person, and guess what? There's always going to be a dickhead out there that don't care.
Steph Curry to me is like the most likable player you can possibly get, and people hate him.
I was gonna say there's a whole bunch of people that can't fucking stand Steph, and it's crazy because like you said, Mel, he's the nicest fucking person ever, right? Like the dopest person ever, religious, right? Family man, kids, all kind of shit, right? Never had any kind of blemish or anything on his name outside of the game, right? Inside of the game, right? But there's people who don't like him simply because he's cocky, right? I've literally heard people tell me I don't like Steph Curry because of the little shimmy he does after he hits the three.
Really? That's what you're going with?
Come on, bro. Like at the end of the day, y'all gotta understand that when you have a presence on social media, and somebody's gonna have a problem with it. Somebody's gonna have a problem with it somehow. When you have a presence in this world, somebody's gonna have a fucking problem with it. And the reason, as many haters that you have people that are on your side. Shaq is one of your biggest fans,
and he's lying.
Everybody else's work to be relevant.
Can we just address Shaq on this bullshit real quick? Okay. Angel Reese is not the greatest LSU athlete ever.
Oh yeah, come on. Well, you know Shaq is Shaq, so he has.
You know, and I know with Shaq trying to go with that,
but at the end of the day, you have guys like Shaq, like Matt Barnes, like Ryan Clark, like you have guys who are backing you. Like why does a whole bunch of random ass motherfuckers who on Twitter?
That LSU, it's always the LSU people backing LSU people.
Of course, it's
I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've never seen anybody go hard for their squad like LSU people, and I respect it. You feel me? Like definitely go hard for your alumni, go hard for your peoples. I get it, right? But at the end of the day, y'all gotta all understand something. Even the people who are social media influencers, creators, athletes, whatever the fuck, right? Destroying. He went through the same shit. There's a whole bunch of people who was calling him out of his name, didn't like him, all the shit like that. Motherfuckers would pull up to his events.
We're gonna get to destroying too.
We definitely is. Because there's a lot of talk about him too, but people will pull up to his events to try to discredit him, to try to do this, to try to go at him and all kind of stuff like that, just based off what they've seen on social media. You're not going to stop the trolls. You're not going to stop the weirdos. You're never going to be able to control them. Just control your game, control your emotions, and be up there and be stout. I'm not saying that you can't get up there and fucking show emotion that you lost the game. But like Mel said, she ain't beat you in no natty. You beat her in the natty. That's the big one. I got a ring off you.
Right. Feel me? Like that's the see, I guess that's the mentality differently from men and women. And because I would have looked at it like, all right, cool, you beat me, dog, but I got jewelry when I beat you. You still gotta go rock out and play 2 games. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you beat it. You beat me, cool. It is what it is. Yeah, do your thing. But I beat you on the biggest stage.
Yeah, you feel me? And like I said backstage, man, you feel me? Acho, better leave my boy Courage out of this, man. Courage ain't nothing to do with this, man. My boy sitting in the middle of nowhere, saving Muriel and Eustace, and you just drug my boy into this like he just don't be saving the day on a daily basis and shit, fighting motherfuckers with masks and shit, fighting curses and all kind of shit, bro. Like, what we talking about here, man? My nigga be on the computer as a dog, bro, looking up motherfucking solutions on how to save the day. Man, y'all, Acho don't do this. That's the only problem I had with you said. Don't do that to my boy Courage, man.
Right. And then the last thing I'm gonna get to before we get into the real show. Listen here. She embraced the villain role, but people want to act like, well, who gave her the villain? Who gave her the villain moniker? Who gave her the role as the villain? And I'm like, look, I'm gonna go back to what my mom used to tell me. It don't matter what people call you. It's what you answer to. So she didn't have to embrace the villain role at all. She chose to do that.
I mean, I love when people do that shit. You feel me? I love when people.
But if you're gonna embrace it, embrace that shit. Just do it.
I love when people do that shit, bro. And that's the thing. Like people calling people villains because they show emotion on the court is the dumbest fucking thing ever to me.
No. She was called a villain because of the way LSU as a team presented themselves. They were the bullies. You know, you go around, you bully people. You're gonna get that label. That's all.
Because they show emotion on the court, because they talk shit and like because they don't play dainty basketball like motherfuckers expect women to play. Like at the end of the day, bro,
it's different. It's different because they don't play a more physical brand of basketball than South Carolina, but they don't call South Carolina villains.
They don't. But this the thing, right? This the thing that I'm getting, and it's crazy. And exactly, it's crazy. They don't call South Carolina villains, but you got Camila Cardoso that literally punched somebody in the face, right?
Well, that's because Flau'jae was acting out. Flau'jae pushed her teammate.
True, but at the end of the day, you that's not smart. You got to turn them into the literally the next round in which you didn't play in. You're costing your team, right? She's over here doing the Macarena in the middle of the game, like, and everybody's calling her out about it, like, and that's the thing, right? This is my ultimate point, right? Like, I hate when motherfuckers act like athletes can't show emotion on the fucking field or the court. If they hit a big three, if they dunk, if they're doing some other shit like that, and they sit up there talking their shit, bro, as a fan, you should love that. That's energy. That's competitiveness. They're going at each other, right? But it's every single time. I just seen a whole video compilation today about Caitlin Clark talking about, oh, well, why don't nobody label Caitlin Clark a villain when she does the same? Bro, why are y'all trying to label these athletes villains when they're just being competitive? I don't understand this shit. This is the dumbest shit ever. Being competitive is a villain now? Me talking shit is a villain?
I'll tell you what the difference is. Because when it happens most of the time, it's happening within the confines of the game, right? And like, we'll take it back to the national championship game last year with these two teams. And it wasn't the fact that Angel Reese did the John Cena. It wasn't that. It was the fact that you waited until the team was up with like a minute left in the game to start talking shit, because you didn't talk shit to Caitlin Clark the entire game. Like, it's like what Mike said. Shit talking to start when it's 0-0, not when you got the advantage. And that is what rubbed people wrong the most with Angel Reese. And then it wasn't that she did it; it was that she did it and then followed Caitlin to the to her sideline. And then Caitlin was trying to get out of her way, but she kept doing it. It became obnoxious. Is what happened.
I've seen at least 5 college NBA, college women players do the same exact thing.
Not like that.
Yes, exactly like that.
That followed the other. The only time that happened, the one girl from Texas got punched in the face.
Like, I've seen that happen all the fucking time, bro. Like, people, and that's the thing. That's the reason why. That's what I'm saying. People, first of all, people don't watch the game enough to have these type of fucking opinions, because they'll see one thing on fucking social media and run with it, but don't see nothing, but quote unquote never see nothing the fuck else. Like I said, bro, athletes do this all the time. We're athletes. We fucking do this shit all the time, bro. Like, I did this shit my first game, literally all game before. Not even all game, bro. The fourth quarter, I was on the sideline talking shit. Sideline. I'm not even in the game right now, bro. I'm on defense. He's sitting up there so worried about me that he gets a fucking penalty because he's too busy talking to me. Like, if I can get you out of the game in some way, shape, or form, I'm going to do it. And that's my problem right there. Why is it that every single time y'all motherfuckers see somebody going at another athlete in the competitive setting, y'all try to label them as something other than a fucking athlete who's just being competitive? Because at the end of the day, when they take this off the court, it's not like this isn't like a fucking Carmelo, Kevin Garnett situation to where they're talking shit on the court and they're saying something personal and they're not leaving it inside the confines of the game, and they're going to take it to a further level after. No.
Well, the problem. Well, I think the biggest problem with Angel Reese is that she does talk her shit, but she doesn't like when people talk shit back to her.
That's a lot of people. I know a lot of people like that. Like, I know a lot of people who talk shit but can't deal with the shit talk back.
They don't talk shit.
I be trying to tell people that too. Motherfuckers don't listen. That's what I'm saying. You can't control other people. You can't control what everybody is doing or what everybody is saying. It's just like I said on the game. Like I said in my first game, freaking I number 21. I had this nigga so fucking mad because he wanted to start talking shit. Right? Oh, well, get on the field. Okay, bet. I don't have to get on the field, bro. I'm on the sideline talking so much shit that you're so focused on me. And now you're big mad that you just got a penalty. Oh, wait, I got you again. Now you're so big mad you just got another penalty. That's 30 yards, big dog. That you just gave up. Because you want to talk shit. And now you're mad because I'm better at shit talking. That's fine. That's fine.
Okay. I just wanted to defend my man Acho because I'm trying to get on speak. I'm trying to replace Joy Taylor and them. So if we do a good enough job, me and you can go up there and replace them idiots on that damn show.
Feel like when motherfuckers be trying to sit up here and act like athletes can't be, because they do this shit with men too. Like, just like we talked about how motherfuckers sit up there and say they don't like Steph Curry because he shimmies. You don't like a nigga because he's celebrating?
Right.
Like,
but it is. I mean, let's go. Let's get to Texas.
That's the dumbest shit ever, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Texas.
Same thing about football. If we want to talk about football, y'all motherfuckers want to sit up there and get Tyreek's fucking peace sign banned and shit like that because you niggas is too slow and can't catch him. It's the same goddamn shit. Like,
yeah, but
so
now let's get to the meat and potatoes of today's show. D'Amico Ryans, since he has come to the Texans, has decided he is not playing with the NFL or the AFC.
Hold on, because I gotta look up something. Let me see.
Okay. So, with, like I said, there's been a lot of news going on, and part of that news was the trade the Buffalo Bills made with the Texans, sending Stephon Diggs to said Texans for, I think it was like a 4th round pick and a 6th round pick.
Mm-hmm.
And something else. Can't remember what it was. And I think the pick is for like next year. It's not even this year.
Yeah.
Which is wild. So
I want to know where they finding these GMs at, these new age GMs and shit.
Because you can't even make this trade in Madden.
Yeah, you can't even make this trade in Madden, dog. Where are they? Where did they get these GMs at? Okay, like,
I have no idea.
Your name is not Howie. If your name is not John Lynch, if your name is not Nick Casario, bro, I don't know what you probably need to take a class. Okay, because the moves that niggas be making.
But this is the craziest part about the deal. The Texans already said they're going to allow him to be a free agent next season.
That's the cool part.
That's crazy. That's nuts.
Why did this happen? Who allowed this to happen? Like, I woke up, right? And I got on Twitter and I'm looking, and all I'm seeing is there's no way Stephon Diggs went to the Texans, Stephon to the Texans. I said, wait. What? Nope. No, hell.
Yeah.
What?
Look, dog, like I said, remember 3 shows ago, I said, look, my favorite team in NFL is the Texans now.
Hey,
and
man.
they just adding Stephon Diggs to the mix is crazy. Listen here, man. Listen here. The AFC is going to be a fucking war zone.
Bro, that is disgusting, bro. Tank
war
Dell,
zone.
Stephon Diggs, Nico Collins.
Mm-hmm.
They still got that dog ass tight end over there.
Dalton Schultz.
Come on.
You still got, what's the name? Jordan, the other tight end.
And they added Joe Mixon.
Then you add Joe Mixon.
What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on here?
Because he's playing fantasy football.
Oh my God. And then the defense get. Oh.
You got Danielle Hunter, Will Anderson.
Why is this happening?
Didn't they fucking add Jeff Okudah?
Yes. Why is it? What's going on here? What the fuck is going on?
Look.
Oh my gosh, bro. Look, because
I early on said, like, I know it's crazy to say it because I don't think it'll ever happen, but they might take the regular season and go undefeated.
Like, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Like, I'm just looking at it, bro. Like,
and they didn't even start drafting yet.
That's what I'm saying, dog. Oh my God. They haven't even hit the draft yet, bro. Like, haven't even hit the draft yet, dog. That's what's crazy to me.
That's the crazy part about all of this.
Oh my gosh, bro. Like, I'm sitting up here, like, just sitting here thinking, like, what is going on? Like, what?
Now, honestly, this is an honest question. I want you to ask this question. Name a team that has more offensive power, and name a defense that is more stacked than the Texans.
That's what I've been trying to think about literally since this trade happened. I'm sitting here trying to think about who has legitimately, as far as like roster depth, a deeper roster than the Texans right now.
Nobody. Like, their offense is legit.
It's crazy.
It was legit last year, and you didn't have Stephon Diggs.
Exactly.
And you didn't have Joe Mixon. The defense was nasty, and you didn't have Danielle Hunter on the other side of Will Anderson.
Top to bottom. That is wildly disgusting, bro. Oh my gosh.
And you put Jeff Okudah opposite of Derek Stingley Jr.?
Oh my goodness gracious.
Let them go in the draft. Let them go in the draft and get one of these fucking safeties out the draft. Let them go get one of these safeties. It's gonna be crazy.
They don't even have to if they don't want to. There's still like a million of them on fucking free agency right now.
This is very true.
Like they can literally go out and get one of the top safeties from last year. Did
Justin Simmons sign with anybody?
Nope. Justin Simmons is still a free agent.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Let them get one of these safeties.
Bro, that's it. Not to mention they already got Jimmy Ward over there, mind you.
Yep. Like, it gets like when you see what the Ravens have done, when you see, what the potential of what the Cleveland Browns could be when everybody is healthy. Who else? Like, you have to take the Bills off the board. Like, they're no longer relevant in this conversation. And then we'll get to to Kansas City Chiefs in here in a second. And Rasheed Rice, goofy ass. But, as open as we thought the AFC could possibly be, the Texans is like, nah, you have to hold my beer.
Yeah, the Texans, this was a shot directly at the Chiefs. Like, you bitch ass niggas thought y'all was going to three-peat, huh?
Yeah, nah.
This ain't finna go how y'all thought it was finna go. I'm telling y'all right now, bro, because y'all really fucked up.
But that's what, and quiet is kept. I'm gonna say this, and I mean this with all sincerity: do not go to sleep on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, you can't now.
You can't. And then you still got the Bengals.
Oh my gosh, this is fucking wild.
Yeah.
This is wild. This is crazy. Because we forgot they added Aziz Al-Shir.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
These niggas is fucking crazy, bro. There's no way.
No, they're making their push for the Super Bowl. Now,
they have to. They're like, yeah, no, we're doing this.
Where's the Super Bowl at next year?
New Orleans.
Okay. So it'd be some goofy shit like it'd be in Dallas.
Oh my gosh, this is wild. They're like, yeah, no, y'all gonna have to see us, bro.
I will put them. They have a better chance of winning the Super Bowl before Dallas does.
Oh, absolutely. Now, if that happens, I promise y'all I'll never shut up. I will never shut up about Dallas. I would be I'm telling you, Dallas fans, they probably gonna end up shooting me.
So now
that's how obnoxious they're gonna be.
So now my prediction and my feeling about what happens with Stephon Diggs may actually happen now. I don't think him and his brother stay in their current positions next season. I think if this is my brain, this is my fan theory. This is not based on any real analysis or anything. This is just the fan Melvin talking. I do believe Washington makes a move and they do the dumb thing and draft Caleb Williams.
Really?
Yeah. I still think they figure out a way to get Caleb in Washington. But then my other fan feeling and projection was that the Diggs brothers head home too. They end up in Washington.
Word? Oh shit. I'm not even gonna lie. That I kind of see that working out that way. I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of see that working out that way. I think they are plotting on something right now.
Because they want to play with each other. That's 100%. We know that. We just don't know where it's going to happen. Like they're both in Texas now.
Yep.
But they don't play on the same team. But I do believe next season they're going to end up on the same team next year. I just don't know where it's going to be. The fan in me wants it to be in Washington. But if I know Jerry Jones, he gonna open up that wallet.
Oh yeah, most definitely. If that's what it takes to win the Super Bowl, yeah, no, he's definitely gonna crack that wallet. Like, yeah, no, Stephon, we need you right on over here. I wouldn't doubt that, bro. God damn it, I swear, I think
they end up in they both end up in the NFC East next year.
Somewhere. I think I would say that's probably the one that's most likely, because something tells me that this smells like a plot of trying to get on the same team, which is why I think Stephon ultimately unfollowed his brother on Twitter, so he can try to silence those rumors a little bit, But it's all good, Stephon. I see it. I understand what you got going on right now.
Yeah, but I see it. I see him going home, being like, hey, because I don't know shit. If it get real nasty, real nasty, maybe they don't end up in the NFC. Maybe they do go back to Maryland and they end up in Baltimore with the Ravens.
Oh, that would be sick. That would be disgusting. Don't do that. Don't foresee that, bro. That would be so disgustingly, nastily gross that I don't even know what I would do at that point in time. Like, if that were to happen on that team with that, no, hell no.
You have Lamar Jackson, King Henry, Stephon Diggs on that offense.
Yeah, I need
with Zay Flowers.
I need 4 Super Bowls off it.
That should be crazy.
Fuck Patrick Mahomes, okay?
That's all it is. That's all I care for, really. That's what I care about.
Because fuck Patrick Mahomes, okay?
Yep.
Some of my brother, man.
What's up? Yeah, but I can put like this. Either way, I feel like they end up somewhere in the DMV. I don't want them to end up in Dallas. I want them to end up in the DMV.
I really don't want them to end up on Dallas, bro. But I feel like,
look, the Washington fan wants them to be in Washington. I want that to happen because I need Washington, or I want Washington to win another Super Bowl. And I know everybody knows I am a Raider fan now because I moved to Vegas, and that was part of my mental cue to move out here.
Most definitely.
Right. So, but I am always a Washington. I grew up a Washington fan, and I can't get rid of that.
We talking Stephon going to the Texans, man. Like, crazy work, crazy business, dog.
Now, let's throw something else on top of that. Let's say the Texans do win the Super Bowl. Does Stephon stay?
Ooh, that's a great question.
And does Stephon stay? And does his brother come to Texas?
Try to come get it, and then he brings in his brother. See, that's what I was thinking, right? Because I mean, this could be like putting Dallas or putting the Houston on the.
What part of VA? I used to stomp through there too. What part of VA?
That's my brother. He in VA right now. But that's the thing. Like, what if they try to make Houston that powerhouse in Texas?
What if Houston, because this is what we talked about before. When you have if you nail the rookie quarterback, you nail it. They nailed that motherfucker. You got 5 years. Your window, because he's on a rookie contract for 5 years. So you build around that, and then you try and crank out as many Super Bowls as you can while he's on that rookie deal.
Yep. Because you don't have to pay him.
Because you ain't got to fucking pay him.
I mean, like I said, I'm not opposed to it, and I think that's kind of the move, right? I think they want the Texans to be the relevant team in Texas as kind of like a spike to Jerry Jones. But man, I can't sit up here and say that Jerry's not plotting to get
No,
both
he's
of
plotting. Oh, you in Richmond? Yeah, Richmond's nice. Hate that shit. It's slow as a bitch down there. But CJ, yeah, no, this is a good matchup if you're asking me to have Diggs and Nico Collins, and then you're gonna get Tank Dell back.
Mm-hmm.
Like that receiving room is dope.
It's disgusting because even Noah Brown, like,
yeah, you still got Noah Brown. You got the 2 tight ends, like they got, and Mixon catches the ball out of the backfield too.
Yep. Mixon catches the ball in the backfield. You still got a bruiser and a running back and fucking Damian Pierce after Mixon. Like,
yeah,
that
offense is stacked, man.
That is absolutely fucking crazy, bro. Like, absolutely crazy. And this the scariest part about it. And this the thing, right? Like, I understand offense, but the scariest part about it is they adding another corner and then adding Danielle Hunter on that game.
Because that's the thing. It's like, it's not just because normally when a team goes in, it's on one side of the ball. It's either the offense or the defense. The Texans upgraded on both.
Bro, that's disgusting, bro.
Yeah.
With the middle linebacker that they add, oh my gosh, bro, that's fucking crazy.
And like I said, and then they still got the fucking draft.
They still got the draft. And they can still go out there and sign a safety.
And still hit free agency if they wanted to.
And still hit free agency and sign a safety if they don't like the person who's in that safety spot right now.
Because no bullshit. If I'm a safety, I'm like a Justin Simmons or whatever, I know you want your bread. I totally understand that.
Most definitely.
You come in there on the minimum, dog.
Bruh.
You come in there on the minimum. You go win it. You try your hardest to go win that chip.
I'm trying to tell you.
Because you're going to make your money if you win a Super Bowl.
You're going to make your chicken if you win a bowl. But if you literally sit back and be like, yep, I'm just going to get on these few vet minimums here and there. You feel me? And we going to make these run. Bruh, I'm trying to tell everybody needs to take a book. Take a page out of Tom Brady's book. Start taking less to gain more.
That's all it is. That's what you have to do at this point in time. Take less. Look, I guarantee. And if you want, and if you don't, you incentivize your contract.
Man,
incentivize.
Do people not talk about business? Do they not talk about business on this shit?
I don't know, but this is because at this point in time, like to me, if I'm a free agent, that's the most attractive situation that I want to go to.
Oh, most definitely, especially on defense. Shit, especially on defense. Like what? Oh yeah, almost what? Hell yeah. What?
Yeah. Everything that they have done, they're telling everybody we're trying to win a Super Bowl next year.
Yeah, like no, most definitely. They're like, yeah, no, we're going all in for a bowl. They're following the recipe in which you should, right? Before we have to pay our big guy, before we have to pay our quarterback, we're gonna go ahead and try to cap off as many wins as we can. We're gonna bring in all of these other veterans. We're gonna bring in all of these other superstar guys to put around him on offense and defense to see if we can go after this motherfucker real quick.
Because look, they made it to the second round of the playoffs last year without none of this shit that they just got.
That's it. Just
with a rookie quarterback.
A few rookies, a few second year, third years, a really good vet in Robert Woods.
Yeah. The only other team that is built that I think is moving in the same fashion would be Green Bay.
Honestly, because they're still considered the youngest team in the league, and they're not doing anything but getting better.
Right. But only difference is their timeline is just a little shorter because they have to figure out what to do with Jordan Love after next season.
Mm-hmm. Yep, because you're gonna have to pay him because he's been in the league for I think he'll be his fifth year option is gonna come up at that point in time.
Yeah,
but
he'll hit his 5th year option next year.
Yeah, so like I think at that point in time, like with these moves that the Texans are making, it's hard to not say like they didn't
damn near win it, bro. They won that shit. Like
swept it. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
There's nobody even close.
Not even remotely at this point. Like I said, if your name ain't Howie, if your name ain't John Lynch, if your name ain't what the fuck is my boy name? I forgot his name already because he was going. He's like that. Shit, you just gotta call him at this point. Shit.
Yeah.
Nick Casario, you might need to take some notes, bro. Call them boys up and be like, hey, what you got going on over there?
Because
I need that recipe.
Because they cooking. Because they fleeced the Bills. Like they were just unless they understood that Stephon was not coming back this year. So they were just like, we got to send him somewhere. Which I don't understand. The Raiders got picks. You could have got that motherfucker.
I'm trying. Got a whole bunch of shit over there, but
like, because you put Diggs and Tay together.
I got faith in Telesco. He drafts really well.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying, if you think about it, just think,
I feel you though.
If there was a team that looked at this shit, like first of all, Justin Fields went for a bag of Skittles and some Now Later.
This nigga Justin Fields. Motherfucking bag of Doritos. I can't even find my little bag of Doritos right now. But that's what
it. A team could have got Justin Fields and Stephon Diggs for literally nothing.
Man. Oh, hold on. Look. That's what Justin Fields went for right there.
Yep. Hot Cheetos at that.
Right there. That's what he went for.
Like you could have saved the Raiders could have saved their whole season just throwing away some draft picks and bringing in Stephon Diggs and fucking Justin Fields.
They traded him away for a watermelon sandwich, nigga. Like, god damn.
No. Speaking of watermelon sandwich, because it's fucking stupid. Rasheed Rice. You fucking
you're a dumbass. You are a dumbass. Dumbass.
Ass. First of all, why are you leasing Ferrari?
Mel, talk to this man. Talk to this man, Mel. Talk to him, bro.
Are you leasing a Ferrari? That's just my opinion. I don't, my thing is, if you got the bread, which I'm pretty sure I think that you do.
Pretty sure you do.
Just buy the motherfucker. That's number one. Because with the lease, when you crashed it, you still got to lease that motherfucker.
Yeah, you still got to pay that off, Jane.
Because, dummy.
Like,
and then you walked away from the scene. Okay, I'm going to take this to another place. Let's go now. You cannot be a 6'2" black male, dreads, and all this other shit, crash a fucking Lambo or Ferrari, my bad, and then walk away from the scene. It looks crazy. It looks nuts.
Oh, niggas got me stressed, bro. Oh,
like
my
the
goodness.
Optics of it looks crazy because then you get the white dude who was filming it and said, "I bet they stole it." This is crazy. You make us look bad.
I'm so disappointed.
I'll pass it on over to you.
Oh, I'm so disappointed because we have a few weeks ago we had Cam Sutton, right, from the Lions on the run, finally turned himself in.
Stupid.
For doing dumb shit, right? This first of all, okay. First of all, let's really talk about this, right? First of all, what are y'all doing? Okay, let's just start there. What the fuck is y'all doing? Because I don't know what's going on with today and the times today. Maybe this might be the cool thing to do, but why is it that you dumbass niggas want to buy the fastest cars on the market and then think like, hey, let's just go race on the open freeway, right? With a whole bunch of cars, just random ass people.
Right. Nigga, this is not NASCAR.
Like, it's not like we're athletes, right, Mel? And we make millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? Yeah. To where we can go and rent out a private racetrack and fulfill our dumbass fantasies all the fucking.
I can do it as a regular nigga out here in Vegas for $150.
Regular schmegular dude. I go up the motherfucking street to Roseville, $200. They'll let me fucking drive my fucking wild ass car all
for 5 laps. I can go do it right now,
fast as I want. Ain't they'll time me official time,
right? And then I get to pick the car. They got SRT. They got SRTs. They got the fucking Lambos, the Ferraris.
Yeah.
What's that charge that everybody like? The
Hellcat.
The Hellcat.
Yeah.
All
All
that.
that Hellcat, Scat Pack. You can go up the street right here. They'll rent it to you. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Let you drive around in it, all kind of shit like that. They let you have you sign a waiver, everything. But y'all dumbass motherfuckers want to sit up here and rent a car or lease a car. Excuse me. I'm sorry. And go street racing, right? And this is the cold part about it, right? This is the cold part about it, right? This is the fucked up part, right? Stay with me here. Y'all want to go street racing, right? And you want to hit a whole bunch of people, cause an accident, a multi-car accident, so you know the police gonna be called, right? And you dumbass niggas is gonna bounce out in the middle of a Dallas, Texas goddamn freeway and act like they wasn't gonna spot a whole bunch of niggas walking on the fucking that's the first thing they're gonna see.
And that's not the first thing they're gonna see. That's who they looking for.
That's the first thing they're gonna see, because that's the only thing they're looking for. Oh, where the niggers? Where the niggers? Because I know the niggers is behind this some way, shape, or form. Okay? And you dumbass niggas got out and walked, bro. Like y'all didn't have the audacity to stay in the car because your windows are tinted and they probably can't see who the fuck you is. Y'all dumbass niggas got out and walked. In this day and age where social media is so
everybody got a phone.
You can't sneeze wrong. Niggas gonna catch the details of your snot particles coming out your goddamn nose and your mouth if you sneeze wrong in public. But you dumbass got out and walked.
As if the tags aren't registered to you.
Y'all got out and walked? Like niggas don't take pictures and shit? Like niggas don't got video cameras and iPhones can't zoom in times 72?
Tell you, these new niggas crazy. There's something wrong with them.
Not to mention, you bounced out with a whole entourage. It's not like you was by yourself. You bounced out with a whole entourage of niggas.
3 or 4.
And y'all walk down this motherfucking freeway. Yeah, first of all, Mel, what is the rule with 3 or 4 black men walking down the street?
Depends on where you at.
And y'all in Dallas, Texas, in the middle of the goddamn freeway. First of all, they already think y'all gang, okay?
I'm about to say it's automatically gang activity.
Automatic. And now y'all done upgraded to terrorists because y'all walking on the freeway after causing an accident and y'all done bounced out the car with guns and drugs and shit. Are y'all out y'all must be out your mind.
And I think there was a gun in the car.
Yes.
So not only did you leave the car, you left the car with the gun in the car.
You niggas is dumb. You niggas is dumb. If there's one thing that we can take away from this, okay? All right, let me just speak to this.
Y'all not smart at all.
Let me just speak to this upcoming drag class real quick, okay? Just if there's one thing.
Did we not learn anything from Henry Ruggs?
It's
I guess
fuck at home, okay?
Stay home.
Stay your dumb asses at home, okay? I don't care if you just won a Super Bowl. I don't care if the little bitch you talking to is texting you all night and says she want a little piece of something. I don't care if niggas is at the strip club and it's going up and niggas is throwing bands and 2 Chainz is there and Future up in there and they turned up. I don't give a fuck if Kendrick is throwing a motherfucking little listening private party.
Shout out to J. Cole for that fire ass song.
You feel me? Like, I don't give a fuck if it's J. Cole's birthday. He previewing a new motherfucking album that's gonna drop 2 years from now. I don't give a fuck what it is. Stay your black ass at home because y'all don't deserve to be outside no more. Y'all lost your privileges. All you niggas are grounded. For the next 2024 drag class, 2025 drag class, all you dumbass niggas better stay the fuck at home. All y'all stay the fuck at home. I don't want to see y'all at no parties. I don't want to see y'all on social media. I don't want to see none of this shit. Because if I want motherfuckers throwing women out of windows, crashing cars on the fucking freeway, and then bouncing out, walking like it's motherfucking magic school on a goddamn field trip. If I hear
shit, not a music video. What do you think you're doing?
Shit, doing all kind of drugs and mushrooms and all kind of dumb shit, bro, I'm gonna lose my shit. Cause ain't no way. Y'all need to stay y'all asses inside, okay? Open y'all fucking playbook, because it's the reason why you niggas be getting y'all ass cooked on motherfucking Sundays, Fridays, and Saturdays and shit and Thursdays. Stay your ass at the motherfucking house, watch film, get in your goddamn playbook, stay off fucking social media, because y'all be doing dumb shit. And y'all just get y'all ass caught up and y'all want to turn around and be mad. Oh, why I ain't getting paid? Oh, why I'm out the league? Well, because you don't know how to sit your ass down. Didn't your mama ever tell you that? Go sit your ass
No.
down somewhere and read a fucking book.
There you go. Read the goddamn playbook.
Man, a playbook. Shit, y'all need to start reading Socrates or something. I don't know. God damn it. Shit, y'all need to start taking some notes from Dr. Sebi or something. I don't know. Shit, read something that ain't poisoning the mind. God damn it. Fuck. Get off all the video. I got fucking PlayStation 5. I play video games. I don't play this shit all day, though. I got a whole ass fucking book collection. Read a book.
Words from your big brother Moolish. Now, moving to the new thing. We got some new shit. Well, that we're trying to work out now into the show. And what we're gonna do now is we got the UFL kickoff weekend that just happened. So what we're gonna do now. We're gonna go under the helmet. We're gonna move this into next season, but just like the UFL, we're gonna work out some of the new rules on this shit, and then we're gonna take it to the real shit when the season starts.
Most definitely.
Okay, so the UFL started weekend this weekend, well, last weekend, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I watched 2 games. I didn't get to watch all the other games. That was my fault. I watched the DC game and I watched is it Houston?
The Roughnecks.
I watched
the
Roughnecks
game and the Defenders and the Brahmas game.
Yeah, I watched the Defenders and the Brahmas, and I watched the Showboats and the Roughnecks.
Yep.
Those are the 2 games I watched. I will start off with the Showboats game. The Roughnecks, I know this is a developmental league or just a supplemental league, whatever it may be. But number 17, Mr. Isaiah Henny.
Yeah.
I'm cutting your ass. Cutting your ass. Like, first of all, and if you watch the game, you know why I'm saying it. Because he's the reason why they scored their first touchdown, because he got popped on the goddamn screenplay and fucking fumbled the ball. There's a pick 6. And then they was getting the ball back with like 50 seconds left at the end of the game to go down and either tie the game or win it. This nigga fumbled the punt. It's a bad day for you, brother.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, my man wasn't having a good day that day.
No, he had a very shitty day. That was a bad day for you.
Not having a good day that day. I think I'm saying maybe. Nah, he wasn't having a good day. Because I was like, maybe it's like first game jitters. You feel me? I don't know. Maybe he ain't played in a minute. You know what I'm saying? You just got to get
first hit. Maybe I would have been like, cool. But once he fumbled that punt at the end of the game, I was like, oh, no. I can't have that. Can't have that.
Oh, shoot. I was like, oh, goodness gracious, sir. You were. This is not good. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. You got to get your shit together.
Yeah, like you look, you are the return guy. Like,
oh my gosh,
it's crazy because they didn't do the new NFL rule. They didn't bring the XFL rule, kickoff rule to the UFL, which is crazy. Yeah. So they were still doing the regular kickoff. So I'm guessing that they'll probably change it next year. What I do love, and I want the NFL to adopt this, get rid of field goals. I like when you score a touchdown, you got to run a play for, from the 2-yard line for 1, 2 points from the 5, and then 3 from the 10.
Yep. Me and Tyrone was actually talking about that as well a few days ago, like for as far as rules that we wanted to see, more rules or different rules that we wanted to see implemented. That rule I think is dope. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like
I feel like we'll get less ties, and it puts more pressure on the offenses to actually put points on the board.
Mm-hmm. Actually score. Like ain't none of this sitting back and playing conservative and playing passive and kicking a field goal. Like, nah, nigga, y'all gotta go for the fucking win. Like,
right, because what happens is now there's more strategy involved, if you ask me, because you know how it goes. If you down by 10, the mentality in the NFL is we'll score a touchdown, play defense, get the ball, and maybe kick a field goal.
Mm-hmm.
Now
it's different.
That it's all different now, because if you don't make the 1 point, you only scored 6.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Now And then let's say you are down 10 and you score a touchdown, and then you go for 3 from the 10 and you get it. Now you down 1. Now
Exactly.
a field goal wins the game.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. I think that's different, right? Because like, just like with the NBA, how they added the playing tournament to make, or not only the playing tournament, but added the in-season tournament to make shit more competitive, right? And normally, when you see guys get up by a big lead, they'll dribble it out or whatever the case may be, waste time. But now, like just last year, you started to see like that unspoken rule kind of change, right? To where, all right, well, there's 15 seconds left, there's 10 seconds left, there's 5 seconds left. And I know we're up big, but we still need to score because we need those motherfucking points, right? Like we need those points because points at the end of the day is what's accumulating in the tournament. So like with the NFL, it's like, yeah, now we're taking out fucking field goals. So y'all can't sit back and be conservative and kick fucking field goals. Now y'all gotta go for that shit, bro. I gotta go for that. What y'all got? Put it on the line right now. The game is on the line every single fucking play. Type shit.
You and leads don't feel crazy now.
Mm-hmm.
Where
now ain't no lead safe, bro.
In the NFL, a 17-point lead, that's a 3-possession game.
3 possessions.
If you change it to where these are, it's no longer, it's a 2-possession game now.
2 possession. Erased just like that.
Yep. Like that's how it's almost like adding the 3-point shot to the NBA.
Yep.
So now you got that opportunity to really make you can really put pressure on the defense. If I come out, I score my first drive, and then I go for 3 and I get it, I'm up 9-0 off the rip.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like now it gets dicey after you got to figure out, do I chase the points now or can I afford to wait until the fourth quarter? Because if I keep going for 3 and getting them, I'm putting this game out of reach very fast.
Quick. And that's all I need too, honestly.
So I like it. I mean, and I like the Showboats quarterback. What's his name? Cookus?
Yeah, man.
I like him.
They kind of on something right now with these names, dog. Like Showboats, man. The quarterback Cookus, dog. Like what y'all got going on?
And they call him the chef. So I'm a Steph Curry fan. So you come out with the chef, but he was throwing some dots. Like he was
some dots.
Yeah, he was cooking. And then the little wide receiver, Patelli or whatever his name is, look like little Danny Amendola and shit.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I hate the name, but they damn near made a fan out of me, bro. They damn near made a fan out of me, bro. Because I'm watching the game. I'm like, these niggas low-key balling, bro. Hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah, like, and you can see. I'm glad that they did it. They shrunk the league. It's only 10 teams, but there's more talent on each team now. Because that Houston front 7, that motherfuckers is real.
Yeah, that Houston front 7, crazy.
You cannot run the ball on them at all. And they got another D tackle from Georgia, like that big motherfucker number 90.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm not gonna lie to you. If they turn this into something like to where these young kids will choose to go here or to choose to go to this type of league instead of going straight to the NFL or like just that type of path, just like a different type of path, like we were talking about last week, to where it can be like either like a development type of league or just start to turn into its own entity to where people just want to go here instead of going to the NFL. Like I think that would be really, really dope as far as giving us another separate kind of product.
If I was an NFL player, this is just Melvin. This is just how my mind works. I would ask the ownership team. I would ask ownership like, "Yo, would you have a problem before mini camp and all that shit start? I play here."
I mean, solid. I mean,
because honestly, I'm like, look, I'm gonna come in the training camp ready to rock.
Yep. Already ready to go.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because for me, I just like football. So instead of me going through mini camps, not through mini camps or anything like that, or having to work out crazy, like, yo, I'm gonna go play for the DC. Fuck is their name?
The Defenders.
The Defenders. And I'm gonna play those 10 games or whatever, how many games they're going to play this year. And then when the season's over, boom, I'm right here in camp.
Yep, ready, honestly, because you can take that and use that to train or to get better or whatever you needed to work on or whatever you needed to develop on during that time in that season, to where now you're repping it, you're getting that technique to where you get into the new season in the NFL year and you're already ready to go. Boop, I got that technique down. I got this down. I'm a little bit faster. I'm a little bit more intuitive in the game. Like the game's starting to slow down a little bit for me now. Like, so just using that and that aspect, I think will be really, really dope for a lot of these.
And I'm not saying this is not something for veterans to do. This is for if you are a first year, second year, third year guy. I think the more football you play, the better off you will become.
Yes, especially quarterbacks.
Yeah. So expect if I drafted a dude, I'm like, yo, go play for them, and then get ready to come when the season's over.
Yeah.
Because it's not the NFL, but it's faster than college.
Yeah, it's not the NFL, but it's faster than college. It's a little slower than the NFL. We know that, but
and you got NFL coaches.
Yeah, you got NFL coaches, you got ex-NFL players, you got some current NFL players, some people who are going back and forth. Like it's gonna give you the closest look to what the NFL has to offer without actually being in the NFL. So you can take that to get better and to basically catch up to the NFL type of game speed without necessarily being in there. Which like I said, bro, I think it's a dope idea. I think there's a lot of people who can probably start doing it, especially with quarterbacks.
Especially for quarterbacks, I would like it for a quarterback. I would definitely like it for a quarterback.
Definitely like it for quarterbacks.
Maybe maybe some of my corners and shit like that. Maybe not so much my running backs because I don't want them taking hits like that. But my skill position guys, like maybe a young receiver, corner, safety, like those quarterback, like those guys. I would say, because for me, it's almost like if you're going to go play flag football or something, I just want you to get your legs ready.
Yeah, almost there.
And coming from college to pro to get used to the verbiage of how the plays are being called. Because if you listen to these fucking plays, if you've never been in a huddle like that, that shit gonna blow your brain up.
Yep, I was gonna say, if you've never heard a play call like that, which a lot of people hear the play call, I'm like, bro, what?
Exactly. So
like a lot of people will sit up there, be in the meetings, bro. They'll read the playbook, all kind of shit like that, and then coach will go over the play, and that nigga will look you dead in your soul. Hey, bro, what I got?
Yeah. Oh, look, man. How many times I've been in the huddle, motherfucker receiver look at me, he's like, yo, what route I run? Nigga, weren't you paying attention?
Look at it, just set the play.
We be lined up, getting ready, going through the goddamn cadence. He look at me, what I got? Bro.
Hey, what I'm running? Like, nigga, the DB is right. I'm supposed to tell you at the line of scrimmage, bro. Why you ask me on the right out?
Fucking dummy. No motherfucker line up on the wrong side of the field.
And these things really happen. Like for the people that are watching, like these things really, like, people really don't understand verbiage. They don't understand just names that people may use, because you may have called it something different in college or whatever the case may be. So being around NFL guys that are used to calling it like that, then it's a lot better, right? Because I know a lot of guys are used to, name personnels, right? Shotgun, A slot, right? Trips, all this shit like that. But in the NFL, they use a lot of numbers, right? 21, 12 personnel, all kind of shit like that. 22 personnel, all kind of shit like that. So a lot of people, when they hear that, they're like, what is that? Like,
right. And it's crazy because I was listening to one of the calls, right? And they had called, like you said, they went trips, right? No, they went trips, New York. Motion, something of another, Alaska. And no, they said, no, this is what it was. This is exactly what it was. It was trips, Alaska, New York. Fuck. Either way, when they broke it down, I mean, I kind of got it when he said it. When he said,
as a player, as a receiver, you got it as soon as he said it.
Right. So, but they just changed, like Alaska. Where's Alaska on the map? It's on the top.
Receiver, top north. Yep.
Right. So Alaska. So if you're looking at the formation, the top of the formation, if you're going to go left to right, the top of the formation is going to be left. So the trips are going to be to the left.
Yep.
When he said, was it New York? It might have been something else, or maybe it had to be like this. Then sorry, New York. So the Alaska would be to the right because he said New York. You go east to west.
Yep.
So east would be on your left side. So the tight end would be the strong side. So you would have the trips to your right, tight end to your left. So the Alaska, New York. And when you hear that shit will fuck you up. Because unless you understand what the Alaska is and what when you hear New York, the New York one I got easy because I know what east and west. I used to do the same shit.
Yeah, most definitely.
So, but coming out of college, I'm pretty sure that's not how they talk. And
most definitely. Like it's a completely different game. Like when you hear, for example, like Queens Boston's wide scat motion, slot fade.
Right. You staring off into the ether
like what?
Say that bullshit again, please.
What the fuck did this nigga just say? Like,
did you just shit yourself? What do you mean, scat?
Scat motion, Y fade, Z out. Okay, okay. So what I got though? Like, oh
my. Right. Okay.
What position is you?
It's funny you say that because I told y'all I do this in real time. This is my play sheet that I have for my girls. Right. This is my play sheet. This on both sides. Offense. These are all the plays.
They'll be out there like.
Yeah, don't nobody be looking at me even. like just one play, I got monster right, drift 32, you out, slot go. Like, and that's simple.
That was gonna say that's actually pretty simple.
That's simple. Right, and this because I'm coaching girls, so I had to keep it as super simple as possible.
But hey, tell your quarterback 2 steps, hit me. I'm open. Okay.
Right, but then I got Gucci 579 slide pass, fullback shoot. Now,
I ain't gonna lie, that motherfucker would go crazy.
Right, and when you hear like Gucci's the formation, the 579 are the routes for the receivers. Slide pass is my quarterback. It's just a rollout for my quarterback, and it's a fullback shoot.
Yep.
I does this in real life. I just want everybody.
I ain't gonna lie. Oh, I ain't gonna lie. We'll have so much fun in that offense. That shit would be great. Hey, you see it? Yeah. Hey, make it happen because you see it already. He giving it to you. It's open already.
And it's just like, but even when I was giving it to them, they were looking at me like, you got to make that shit. Like I got to say the whole thing. You got to say the whole goddamn thing.
Yeah, you got to say the whole thing. The whole thing. Like, and it's different. And it's the reason why we're saying like mainly for like skill guys, like receivers, quarterbacks, like not necessarily running backs, right? But even some linemen that need to kind of like tune up their technique, right? But receivers, like quarterbacks, these guys who need to be able to get that verbiage down, get that cadence down, get that timing down, like that would be a really dope thing for them to go into and be in those meetings, be in those groups, be in those film sessions, and be able to understand the verbiage from these coaches, from these ex-NFL guys to what other people or other coaches are going to look for in the league. And this ain't defense. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This ain't defense, okay? Because defense calls is simple as fuck. I ain't gonna lie.
Nigga, because I did not know. What's my man name? Greg Williams.
Maybe because I play defense, so when I hear the call, I'm just like, oh, okay, I already know what the fuck I'm doing.
Greg Williams is the defensive coordinator for DC, and because he's mic'd up and he called a play, and I'm sitting there like, what? Just for me to look at it, and he sent everybody. You could have just said everybody go, nigga. That's all you had to say.
But it's like it's so funny. It's so funny because literally in the game, the first game of the season, right? One of our defensive calls, 42 base. right, is it's like literally what 42 base, right? But then we'll start to add our blitzes and the coverages in the back and all like that. What we want to play. So 42 base, razor smoke, right? Bluff 2, or razor smoke, razor or 42 base, razor smoke, bluff 23. So like a lot of people hear that they'll be like,
right. The bluff is who's ever. I don't know who's bluffing it, whether it's the outside linebacker or the strong safety. Somebody's bluffing it.
It's the rover in our defense, but basically,
so what y'all run? Y'all run a 3-3. Y'all run a 3-3-5.
Yep.
Okay. See, this football nigga shit right here.
So like you will get it. The rover is the bluff, right? So at the end of the day, we're showing 2, playing 3, right? So like a lot of people are gonna see that, listen to that. What the fuck this nigga just say? But like for us, for guys like that here, they're like, oh shit, well, nigga, I already know what the fuck I'm doing. You feel me? Like, but like even the guys that I knew, like me playing safety, and I'm telling guys like I'm coming in and telling niggas to play. I'm seeing them look at me like, all right, so what I do? I'm like, oh my god, bro. Okay,
pay attention, motherfucker. Pay attention.
You the rover, bro. Okay, 42 base, razor smoke. Okay, nigga, that means you going. This nigga not.
Come off the edge hard, nigga.
Scream off that motherfucker. Okay?
There was no Diddy on that one. No Diddy on that one.
No Diddy on that one. You feel me?
But you get it. Like, you know, like you hear, you got, look, I miss football, man. Getting old sucks.
So do I. Dang that motherfucking
getting old sucks. And then speaking of the DC game, the Brahmas got a little squad. I like their quarterback.
They got a little talk. I got some dogs over there. I ain't even gonna lie. I like them over there, man.
I like that. I wonder. It's watching this. It really makes me wonder how certain dudes are not in the NFL.
Same.
Because their quarterback, I forgot his name. He's from Tennessee. Went to Washington State. He's an NFL quarterback. Or let me say this: he has an NFL arm.
True.
Now,
whether I like that assessment a little bit better than the first one. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Because watching him throw the ball, the arm angles that he was using, the velocity he puts on the ball, that's an NFL arm.
Really good. He's really good.
And he's mobile too. So it's funny just to see guys who have the talent and just want to wonder why they're not there.
True. That is very true. I understand. I definitely get that point. I'm not gonna lie. Just because like you'll see guys and be like, damn, like explosive, quick. Hold on, wait a minute. Like this nigga can play, bro. What you doing, bro?
Like the running back McFarland. I remember him. He was on the Steelers, but clearly he's nasty.
Gross.
So it's like, why is he on the Steelers? Like, really? So it's just, I really want to know, and not why isn't he on the Steelers? Why isn't he in the NFL?
Somewhere on a roster.
Because there was another dude. He was a receiver. I don't know the names yet. So if I'm just calling out names or numbers and shit, that's because I don't know their names yet. Yeah, but that dude number 12, he was 6'4", 233. Nice. Like he ran good routes. He had speed, had hands. I'm like, you don't find 6'3", 6'4" wide receivers at 230.
I'm trying to tell you.
Like you just don't find them everywhere.
That's that. They just ain't everywhere like that. Motherfuckers who can run and catch like that.
Yeah, so it's just like
follow ass routes. Yeah, no, you don't find that every day. You just don't find it.
So it's just like, yo, like what's going on? Like, why isn't this dude in the league? But it is politics involved, and sometimes
definitely.
Some dudes just don't. The talent and the work ethic don't meet each other.
This is true. This is very true. I'm not gonna lie.
There's a level of, and you got to put a lot of work into playing the league, dog. Like that playbook they give you is no joke.
No joke.
You ever seen it's a piece of work, and you got to know that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got to know that shit. I know we were just making fun of it, but it's hard, man. And some people just don't really. There's a lot of people. I think we talked about this before as well. There's a lot of people who can play football. There's not a lot of people who love to play football.
Yeah, this is true. And honestly, if you want to take it a step deeper, right? There's a lot of people that are good at football. Like you're good at the game, just naturally.
Yeah, you're just good,
right?
But
there's
mean you love
it. That that doesn't not only mean that you don't love it, but there's not a lot of people that really understand the game of football. Just because you're good,
right? And then it's that 100%. Because I've had that conversation with other people as well. When I said, look, just because you play it doesn't mean you know football.
Just because you were really good and played at a high level, that doesn't mean that you know what the fuck you're doing and what you're talking about. If that was the case, every single coach.
Yeah, and that was, like I said before, like that's part of where I want to get, because I've met and I've played with some semi-pro dudes that are, and I will put this on anything. I'll put my life on the line for this. They're smarter than dudes that are playing in the NFL.
I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that at all.
Like they know the game of football better than them niggas who play on Sunday.
Yeah. And it's just because they love the game. They're around the game so much. They watch football. They read football. They talk football. They are watching so much football. It's literally like repetitive, right? And it's the reason why, like for me personally, why I understand the game and how I got to understand the game so because it's like when I tore my knee and I couldn't play the game, all I would do was watch it. All I would do was read about it. I start reading playbooks. I start reading coaches' breakdowns on why they ran this defense, why they ran this offense, why they ran this defense, or why they blitz on this particular setting. Like, just started to understand the game better than what I did when I was actually playing it. Because when you're playing it, it can go by so fast that you really don't take the time to study and learn the game and understand it in depth to where it can help you, right? So when you take that step back and like, damn, this is how this shit works, and damn, that's how that formation works, and that's how that works, and this is how blitzes work, and this is how niggas get open. Like, doing that shit, taking the time to really understand the game to the point where you know where you can somebody's weaknesses just based off looking at them, just based off film. I already know how to beat that. I already know.
And it's like understanding a play. It's like I watched Coach Prime was teaching his DBs about wide receiver stances and what to, if you see a receiver, if his hands, I hate young wide receivers.
Talk about it.
Young wide receivers.
Talk about it.
If you put your fucking hands on your knees, you are not twerking. There's no reason to put your hands on your knees. Stop it.
Mel,
you need to be ready for combat.
Look, I was gonna say, I was just gonna ask that goddamn question. I'm glad you said that. I'm just gonna ask that question because when you go to a fight, do you put your hands on your fucking knees like this, crossed on your fucking knees like this? Do you put your hands down and all relaxed, or you go up to a fight with your hands up, ready to fucking sock somebody in the face?
Yeah, like you must be ready for combat. And even like your foot placement. Shout out to my receiver coach in college. We did something. We fucked defenses up. Because what we would do in press coverage, my receiver coach would tell us, he'd be like, look, why do wide receivers line up the way that they do? Because they need to go vertical.
Mm-hmm.
Said, why do DBs line up the way that they need to? Because they need to go lateral.
Mm-hmm.
He said, so if you get press coverage, what's your first step got to be? Lateral. So mirror the fucking DB. So when press coverage came up, we would square up like we was playing corner. Now it's easy for me to get side to side. Mm-hmm. When I tell you the first time I did that, the DB literally called timeout. He was like,
because they don't think you can do that.
He looked at the ref and said, he can't do that. And the ref was like,
yes, he can.
Like, yes, he fucking can.
Yes, the fuck he can. As long as he's on the line of scrimmage, it does not matter how he lines up. Football rule.
Yep. So when he got
depending on if he's answered his football.
I don't know why they don't teach this more to wide receivers. Every receiver that I teach them this, and they look at me crazy until they do it in game, and they was like, "That shit works."
Yeah, of course it does.
Yeah, motherfucker. Because if your foot is behind you, you have to bring that foot up before you can do anything.
Basic physics, man. This is basic physics. You have to bring it forward before you can do anything. You can't go sideways in a receiver stance. I'm sorry. You're going to fall.
It's impossible. You're going to end up, the way that you are starting is the way that you're going to end up anyway. So you might as well start like that in the first place. That's a little nugget from Coach Mel and Coach Moo football.
Hey, that's all I'm saying. That's all we're saying. You know what I'm saying? Like this is how you understand the game in a deeper level, in a deeper sense, right? Like when receivers used to line up on the line of scrimmage, like this is the reason why I love press, right? Because I'm a press point. It's the reason why I always tell receivers. I used to go up and tell the coaches to tell the receivers, hey, tell that nigga put his hands up because I'm gonna sock him right in his chest.
Yeah.
I'm gonna punch him right in his fucking chest. And then I look at the coach. I'm gonna give him one right here to the middle of his shit. And he's not gonna be able to breathe. Canceling this whole route right here, right now. Tell him to put his fucking hands up.
Look,
oh,
my cousin, shout out to Eric, even though me and him beefing right now on Facebook again with this LeBron shit. Look, when he would come into press coverage, he'd go just like this. Just so y'all know, he just blessed him.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of that cross is where his hand going.
Right there. A star one right there, bow. And I'm sticking it out. We riding right here. Where you going? Where you going? Where you going? Yeah, put your hands up, big dog. Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie. There'll be times when the ref ain't looking, I'm gonna sock you right in your face just to see if you're ready.
Mm-hmm.
Just to see if you're ready. I'll take an illegal hands to the face penalty. I'm not worried about it. But one of these jabs, it's gonna slip and hit you right in your face mask. And you're gonna be like, what the fuck is that? Yeah, put your hands up. Put them fucking hands up, dog. You feel me?
Yeah, you got to. I tell receivers all the time, don't get caught out there slipping, because if you can't get off the line of scrimmage, I can't use you.
Can't use you. And understanding how the game works, understanding how you can beat somebody just based off body position. And that's something that my coach taught me, right? Like teaching me how to be a good DB didn't just come from technique. Like just beating people off body position is literally everything. When receivers used to come to the line, especially if you're an X and you knew you had to be on the line, and I'm crowding that line. I'm looking at the ref like,
I'm telling you this right now. As a receiver, if that motherfucker press you and you beat him the first 4 or 5 times, I guarantee you this, he's not gonna get up there no more.
It's a mind game. That's the thing. This is a mind game out there. That's the reason why you got to be like that when you play your DB or receiver. They're mind games. Mm-hmm. Okay, you got to beat the mind game before you can beat the regular game, right? So you put out there and you getting pressed off the field 3, 4, 5 times. I'm sorry, brother, you're not getting the ball that day. You might as well go ahead and pack it in, man. You are a blocker today, and that's what it is. You feel me? That's what it is. But if you go out there and you cook him off the line 3, 4 times, oh yeah, no. Hey, he open. We get him the ball right now, nigga. Because he's gonna go to zone. He finna go to zone. He finna go straight to zone.
He'll go right to the sidelines. He's gonna be like, look, yeah, him over there. Nah,
he different.
We're not pressing that.
Stevie Johnson and Darrelle Revis, because Darrelle Revis was pressing everybody off the field, blah blah. He nigga tried to do that to Stevie Johnson. That nigga Stevie Johnson seen that, bro, for 2.5 years at CSM. That's all we did to him was press him off the fucking field. You thought he was gonna go to the league and get that? Nah, somebody was getting that work.
Yep.
And it was Darrelle Revis. That's what we're talking about. Okay.
Somebody tried to tell me that Stevie Johnson never cooked Darrelle Revis. I was like, you need to go watch Stevie Johnson highlights. Most of them shits is cooking Darrelle Revis' ass.
Watch the games. Go look up Stevie Johnson highlights right now and go watch the games. I promise.
And count how many times you see Darrelle Revis.
2 times a year. 2 times a year, because Stevie Johnson started off on the Bills and Darrelle Revis is on the Jets. 2 times a year, Stevie Johnson will cook that man.
Yeah.
Don't do this, because we can pull up film. I have it ready for you next week. I
got it in the tuck, so.
Yeah, don't do that, man. Stevie Johnson is the homie. He went to Chabot. We used to see that nigga once every single year, and then nigga see him after practice and after games, because we lived across the street from Chabot. Don't do that. Stevie Johnson was working that man every single goddamn time they lined up.
Every time.
Yeah, they gonna back up, and even if he does press, he gonna press bail, nigga. He's still in 3. He pressed bail. Yeah. He gonna run up out of there.
He back it up.
Yeah. No, I got to get out of here. I got to run up out of here, man. No, I'm finna tell him this 4.3 speed is finna be put to use right here, because I'm barely.
But like I said, the DC game was really dope. I'm gonna get to the Stallions Renegades game and the Panthers and the Blackhawks, because the Battlehawks are that's my team. I like the uniform, so I'm gonna definitely get to them. Next week we got the Brahmas and the Showboats. That's gonna be a good game.
That's gonna be a really good game. I'm excited for that game.
Yeah, the Renegades and the Battlehawks play. on Saturday, and on Sunday, Stallions and the Panthers, Roughnecks and the Defenders. The Roughneck Defender game gonna be a good game.
Yeah, that was gonna be a good game too.
Even though they both lost last week, I think those are two really solid teams.
Yep. I just think those teams are kind of figuring it out right now. But once they kind of start to click, both teams, just both on both sides of the ball, once it really start to click, I think they're going to be really, really solid and be competitive towards the end of the season.
Yeah, I think so. I think so as well. What else do we got in the news? Let's see.
Everybody talking about. Let me go on a little tangent real quick, okay? Because I seen some on Twitter the other day. I seen some dumb shit regarding Coach Prime. And the Colorado boys over there. Check this out, y'all. Everything does not need to be critiqued by random ass people who didn't play the game of football. Y'all are sitting up here talking about Coach Prime is putting his players in danger because he's letting his son hit players after the whistle. And this is football. Y'all can't be the motherfuckers sitting up here talking about how soft football is getting because they're taking away the hip drop tackle. But then want to sit up there and talk about Shiloh is trying to hurt his teammates by playing through the whistle. That doesn't make any fucking sense, bro. Y'all got to make up y'all.
And he's not letting his kids do shit. Like, that's crazy.
Like, that's literally asinine to say. Like, them boys getting ready for the motherfucking season. Like, let's not do this. Right. And, well, he doesn't hold them accountable. That's crazy because I literally seen him calling out his whole team today because of them not going to class or because of attendance. So if he's not holding the boys accountable, if he's not doing a good job as a coach, then somebody point me in the right direction as to where you guys are finding that stupid ass information. Because to me, it seems like he's leading a great group of men and he's retooled. He's brought in some other extra guys as far as coaching. He has his sons going in the right direction. He has a team going in the right direction. Like, he's holding his team accountable, especially as far as academics, because we all know how important that is. Like, trying to figure out why y'all want this man to fail so bad.
It's just, it's this Coach Prime hate train that's going on. We didn't get to destroying, though. That's what we got to get to. We got to get to my man.
That is true. That is true.
Get to my man destroying. Because, if y'all don't know who that is, went viral with his, midfield kicks, but they longer than that. I think he kicked one from like 70 yards.
The man with the iron foot.
Yeah, he did some ignorant ass shit. So it was good to see him out there on the field. Because I think he's going to make his way to the league.
I think he will too, honestly. I think the way that he was did in college, I think a lot of people, take note of that and what he did for not only himself and his brand, but just for the kids, right? Like for a lot of these young kids who just didn't have or maybe wasn't getting the exposure or the opportunities to showcase their skills, putting on these camps, putting on these 7-on-7 groups and these 7-on-7 events and having all these kids and having all these people come out, and participate and, having the celebrities come out and ex-football players come out and current football players. And like, that is big to the point where now it's like, he's getting his flowers and able to showcase his skill to the point where now he has an opportunity to make it to the level that he always wanted to make it at. And shit. More power to him, man. I'm glad I'm glad he persevered and just kept working.
Yeah, because I think if he can in a real, I can't say in a real game, but in the actual game that they're playing, he kicked one of them goddamn 60, 70 yard goddamn field goals.
Oh, he getting a call.
Like,
he getting a call.
By the time he get to the sidelines, his agent gonna be like, so we just got a call. So would you like to go play for the New England Patriots?
few NFL teams is calling. They want to meet with you tomorrow.
Because that's a weapon. Because with him, if you can get to midfield, that's 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's 3 points from midfield.
Yep, like guaranteed. That's like having a black Justin Tucker on your team. Right.
So I'll take that. You can't, because something like that, you just don't get those types of kickers. So I hope he gets his shot. And I want to see it happen because I want to see him really kick one from like the 40-yard line.
Yeah, honestly,
from the other 40 and just bang them.
Yeah, bomb it. I want to see it. shit, I'm here to see it. Honestly, I'm rooting for him. Honestly, I'm one of his biggest fans because, like he said, coming out of UCF, and like he just said in his interview after the game, he's like, I'm really a football player. Like, I don't just put on media and put on events and stuff like that. Like I really play football. So I know a lot of people. Just like we said earlier, there's a lot of people that no matter what you do, they're always going to have something negative to say. They're always going to be a troll or a weirdo, or they're always going to have something bad to say. And there are a lot of people that were questioning his football prowess or him as a football player because of all his social media presence. So he was like, I'm an actual football player. And this show y'all that I really play football. Like, I don't just do it for social media. I'm not just a fucking social media personality or content creator. I really do this football shit, bro.
Yeah.
So
could you imagine instead of punting the ball, you can kick goddamn field goal from the 40?
Woo.
That's now ignorant. That is like, why is he trotting out the field goal team?
Man,
that is demoralizing.
You imagine sitting up there lining up. All right, punt return. The fuck is he? Is he finna kick? This nigga finna kick a field goal. Hey, field goal block. Field goal block. Y'all guys need a field goal block. Hurry.
That's wild. Like, but that's the type of leg that he has, though. And I want to see it. Like, I really want to see it.
I mean, but that's the thing. You have to take accounting for that because it's like a Justin Tucker. Like, you can't sit up there and put punt return back with Justin Tucker. He gonna bang that bitch. You feel me? Like, field goal block.
Like, you get close enough, you're in field goal range.
Field goal block, nigga. Hey, this nigga, what's the 75 yard? No, field goal block.
Because he fuck around, he be the Steph Curry of goddamn field goal kickers. Like,
I'm trying to tell you, you're gonna have to pick him up full court.
You're gonna have to because it's gonna get dicey. It's gonna get ugly.
Yeah. Motherfucker's gonna sit up there and roll out that field goal kicker at the 30. I'm like,
nah,
nigga, field goal block, nigga. What y'all doing? It's a fact. Nah, nigga, I don't trust you. Field goal block. We coming after that bitch right now.
Let's see. Oh, let's talk about Michael Penix real quick.
MPJ.
So at his pro day, he didn't change my mind about him too much. I still don't think his arm, he has an NFL deep ball 100%. I don't think he has the zip that I would preferably like on the pass, but that's neither here nor there. I don't care about that. The fact that he ran a 4.4 is what shocked the shit out of me. Like, that's what did it. I didn't realize. I knew he was a dual threat quarterback because he was at Indiana. That's what he did. Because I watched, because he played against Michigan, and I watched, so I know what he was capable of. I didn't realize he was that fast, and that's coming off of 2 knee injuries. So for him to still clock a 4.4 is crazy.
I was gonna say that's the biggest factor right there. Like, he's coming off 2 knee injuries, and he still is able to clock a 4.4. So I'm not, gonna say it's far-fetched to say that prior to his 2 knee injuries, he was probably 4.3.
I would no. I'd agree with that. I'd agree with that.
But it's really good to see him. Honestly, like we've been saying, he does have one of the better deep balls in the draft. So that's really good for him, especially going into professional level. I know that he's had a few solid workouts with the Raiders, and I believe there was another private workout with somebody else. I just can't think.
And that's the thing. As this thing goes on, I think that's where he's going to end up out here with the black and silver.
I think so too. I'm not gonna lie to you. The more I've watched film on these quarterbacks extensively, and I've been watching a lot of film on these guys in the past week, really past few weeks, just kind of really trying to see what else I've missed, what else they really need to work on, just mechanics, overall, just overall play of QB. I think our assessment of who's mostly ready right now is pretty fair, pretty spot on as far as JJ. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Penix is probably on that level as well, just more because he's a really smart player as far as As far as playing quarterback, like he definitely does not shy away from details when it comes to the game. So I feel like the game will probably come a lot easier to him, just because he really takes the time to really focus on that detail when it comes to not only playing quarterback but just playing in the NFL, regardless. But just and also just playing football. Like he's a guy who understands the game of football in depth, like me and Mel was talking about earlier. So I think that he's probably going to be one of those guys who can make change a franchise, not to the point where Super Bowl winning, but change a franchise to the point where they start to be competitive. I do think that somebody is going to reach for Jaden Daniels, and I don't think it's going to work out as much as they think it is. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I think I think he's the guy.
I like the way he plays. It's just for me personally, like I said, like I've been saying literally all season, he's not the best quarterback in the draft, and I stand on that. Just watching, I don't think so. Just watching what I've seen on film, he's really heavy. When he gets pressured, he's really not good. He does not stay calm under pressure at all. Poise can definitely use some work. Footwork can definitely use a lot of work. Looks to try to run too quickly. Doesn't know how to really get down. Doesn't know how to protect himself. Intermediate balls can be changed. He has to get the trajectory of his balls up. Short routes he doesn't really like to look at. He likes to look at the deep shot routes at first, which is kind of a problem because if you're going to be in the league or in the NFL, they're not going to give you the deep ball all the time. So you definitely need to rethink and just retool how you process the game and how you process your go through your progressions, because you have to go through between your progressions in order to really maximize what you're going to see in the league as a quarterback. And he doesn't do that well. He panics after the first read. That first long read isn't there. He starts to panic. He wants to move out of the pocket. He wants to try to find a little lane to run. I think that's ultimately going to hurt him in the long run unless he really takes the time to really develop as a quarterback and as more of a passer than just a runner. And I think that's what a lot of people have been looking at as of lately. But I think a lot of teams have been ignoring the fact because of how the league is and how it's kind of changed to where they want a lot more mobile quarterbacks. But I do think that you need the time to really develop this guy and make sure that he knows that he has the time to develop and let the play develop and read the defense as what's presented to him and deliver a good ball. And at LSU, although he had plenty of time, like even extending the pocket and just sitting back there waiting for routes to develop, or just having a short route open right now, take that right now, it's open. He's looking for the longer routes, but when those longer routes isn't there, he wants to go off and take off and run. He's holding the ball too long. He's taking sacks, and I'm just like, this is what I was talking about when I was saying like he's really good. Don't get me wrong, but there are 3 to 4 quarterbacks in the league or in this draft that are better than him and that are probably more NFL ready than he is right now. Like I've been saying, he probably needs to sit for a few years in order for him to really understand what it takes to play quarterback in this league. And just watching film more and more, it's starting to be more apparent. Just for me, from what I've been seeing.
Well, I mean, with me, I got the total opposite to that. I got him in the pocket. He's really good in the pocket. I watched film as well, and just because I wanted to kind of put the stats and everything together just to see exactly what was going on. Yes, he does get out of the pocket fast at points in time. He does, but when he's in the pocket, he is accurate. His short to intermediate, I like. He's the reason why I like his decision making more so than a Caleb's decision making, definitely more than Drake May's decision making.
Most definitely. I think he's the worst quarterback in this draft, by the way.
Yeah, is because of the 2 systems that he got to work out of. The Arizona State system and then getting into LSU.
Most definitely.
It was more pro ready. That's why I like JJ more than some other quarterbacks, is because they were pro offenses in the sense of it wasn't a lot of, even though, teams do run, RPOs and shit like that in the league, but it was more, let me get underneath the center, drop back, occasional shotgun, pistol, whatever it may be. And he was effective in it. And more so, I got to see him with talent and without talent.
Yeah.
and he looks good in both.
That's a big factor for me, honestly. I think that he definitely looks good with or without talent, and he's somebody who can definitely win you games. It's just as far as just quarterbacking, right? Just looking at him as far as a quarterback. There's some things that kind of scare me a little bit, but
it's the same thing. It's the same thing I feel about Penix because
definitely
because he was good in Indiana with no talent.
Zero.
And then he went to Washington and became a star.
Yeah.
So I like that because it lets me know that even if everything isn't perfect around you, you can still play the positions.
True.
This is the problem I have with Bo Nix. We've seen Bo Nix not look good when there wasn't talent around him. And then once he got talent, it seemed his level of play got better, but was it because of him or was it because of the talent?
That's the biggest question. I think it is right there for Bo Nix, honestly, because when you look at him at Auburn, when he didn't really have the talent, right, he wasn't really looked at like that. Like he started off hot, but once he started to go into that league, the later parts of the season, started to fall off because that competition is like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you go to a different league, i.e., or a different conference, i.e., in the Pac-12, where we start to get into those later games. The competition isn't as tough as it is in the SEC, right? So of course you're gonna look better than what you probably really are. And if you have the guys that are on that team that are as talented as those guys, especially with that offensive line and those receivers, yeah, no, you're definitely gonna look a lot better than what you probably thought. But I think the only problem with Bo Nix, I just can't get past him being a leaner Tim Tebow, honestly. Like that's what I see.
I don't like him as a quarterback at all. I don't know what everybody else likes so much. Especially, I don't like a dude. And I think him and Penix are they're the same, but they're different in the sense. Whereas y'all both been in college forever.
I was going to say, you're 37 at this point.
Right. So I expect you to be good by now. Like, shit. So, but even with that being said, I don't believe Bo Nix is anywhere near Penix's level.
Same, honestly. And I understand that assessment. Like, you guys both are older and should be more developed in your game and in your craft than a lot of these younger guys. But when it comes to just levels of quarterback and who's the far better player, yeah, Penix is a lot better than Bo Nix.
Yeah. So, and I can say Penix, the injuries are what slowed him down. I have no excuse for Bo Nix.
Thank you. That's exactly what I was going to say. All right, we can't say the same for Bo Nix other than he runs away from competition.
That's it, really. So, with that being said, we're gonna wrap this up. And like I said, I still stand with Emmanuel Acho. Don't let Joy Taylor and Taylor Rooks and Ryan Clark and whoever else, fucking Matt Barnes, don't let them bully you into going on your Instagram and apologizing. Fuck that. Stand on your square. Fuck that shit. We don't do that around here. If you feel a certain kind of way, you feel it.
I would have said, nigga, fuck y'all. I said what I said.
That's it. And I stand on it.
Nigga, the fuck wrong with y'all? I said what the fuck I said. I didn't say anything bad.
Exactly. Like he didn't say nothing bad. He's just saying, look, when you lose, you stand on it the same way when you win, you stand on it.
You got to understand that, nigga, there's going to be social media trolls. There's going to be people who do dumb shit. That's the world. You feel me? Like,
that's it. We don't
just crucify Muhammad Ali for not going to the draft. Like, nigga.
All right.
So what?
But as we get closer to the draft, we'll get our we'll do our from the sideline mock draft and see how we compare what's about to happen in the league. See
how we fare up to some of these professional analysts out there.
Yeah. And then we're still I'm looking into the camera right now. All you semi-pro football players, we are taking players to come through, sit down with us, talk some football, give us your story. I want to hear your football story. I want to hear it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I got it lined up for us already. So when we roll out that show, I got them ready to go. They're already ready, already in the queue, ready for us to pop them out. I got about 3 guests that are ready to come on the show, talk about it. Before we get up out of here, me and Mel got a really dope surprise for y'all. We're trying to bring it to the works. Probably gonna end up being on a nice little Saturday night to where everybody's at home chilling and whatnot. You kicking it, you got your drink, you smoke, you got your whatever, and you know what I'm saying? Come rock with us in the late nights while we talk a little bit of shit about
because what I've noticed is y'all don't really get Mel. All right, on the basketball show they get Mel. See, on the football show I'm more analytical. I'm in my football brain. Like I'm really trying to.
We in the football bag.
Yeah, I'm in my football bag. Y'all don't get because the squad. I get the name Picante. Because I'm a little spicy, get a little crazy. So the show we're trying to do is it's gonna be basically the homies gonna be sitting there talking about current news events and sports related topics. It's gonna be everything. It's not just gonna be sports
related, real life related.
It's gonna be life shit.
Whatever the fuck comes across, whatever's popping right now, the news popping, all the stuff that be happening on the world and all the news and the shit that don't necessarily always involve sports.
Yeah, right. If you want to know Melvin's take on flat Earth, that's gonna be the show.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like our rendition of what our guys from Gentleman's Talk have, but just a little different. You know what I'm saying?
Just a little different. It's Gentleman's Talk with the volume cranked up to 12.
Yeah, a lot more ignorance. Let's just say that.
Just more. More ignorant. So, with that being said, once we get all the particulars down, we'll let everybody know.
Yeah, let everybody know what that's. Make sure y'all be able to look at.
We were shooting for this Saturday, but things got a little. The wires. My week was crazy, so I couldn't do it.
It's a little dicey right now. We're working it out.
We're working it out. But it's coming and it's gonna be crazy. No Diddy. I gotta see. Y'all messed it up, man. Y'all messed up the whole lot. We can't say nothing no more.
Can't say nothing, bro. You always gotta add that no Diddy, man.
So, with that being said, we appreciate everybody for coming through in the chat. If you're listening on Apple Music, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast, we appreciate you. Like us, review us, leave us 5 stars.
Comments.
Give us 4 stars. I'm inclined to believe you are a hater. I stole that from Bomani Jones. That's my guy. I fucks with Bomani. So give us 5 stars. And shout out to everybody who's been subscribing to the YouTube. We've been rocking. We've been rolling. I think we're gaining 3 to 4 followers a day. So we've been rocking. Appreciate everybody who's been coming through. Shout out to Basket to Basket. They've been doing their thing. Shout out to Player versus Team with Moolage. Y'all been kicking ass ever since we made the switch. So I guess it wasn't the host. I guess it was the host. I mean, sorry.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Gentleman's Talk. They out there doing their thing, their list. They get together. Love those 2 guys, GQ and Michael B. And then you got us on Fridays, man. I know it's not football season, but we're gonna keep giving you football and a little bit of everything else in between. But this is what we do. But we are on that roll to a K. Let's just get to the K, and then we'll scratch that off, and then we'll put the aim on something else.
Yeah, man. Come on. Once we reach one goal, you know what I'm saying? Goals never stop. We're gonna put another goal after that. So we're just gonna keep climbing, keep building for y'all. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of good traction, like my boy Mel said. Appreciate everybody for the subs, everybody for the comments, everybody for sliding through. Catch all the shows throughout the week, except Tuesdays, because we got kids and we got jobs and we'll be busy and stuff like that. We need a rest day too. And make sure you look out for the new show coming on Saturdays. And we're gonna see y'all next week.
We out of here.
Yeah, come on, push your button.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn